And hello, I'm Andy Jackson, Marketing Coordinator for Sinnissippi Centers, and I wanted to take this opportunity in this video today to talk about the Be Calm line that was launched in June. And the Be Calm line is, we'll get this graphic up there, it was launched for you to be able to call for a positive spin on how to deal with the stress you might be experiencing. And we all have that for sure, especially during these challenging times. You'll chat with someone, and it's confidential, who is trained in coping and self-care. It's free as well. And the number, as you see on the screen, is 888-33-BE-CALM. That's 888-332-2256. The Be Calm line is a free service, as I said, and that is because it's sponsored through a partnership with the CGH Health Foundation and Sinnissippi Centers. And as we talk about this today, we wanted to first talk to Amy Downs from Sterling High School. She's the associate principal there, and wanted to get your take on the Be Calm line. Hello.
Good morning. Good morning. Yes, I'm so excited to talk about the Be Calm line today. I think it's a great tool for our families and our community, Andy. So thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for joining us. So first I want to ask you what you would say from your perspective was the need that you saw that led to the Be Calm line.
So the impact that COVID-19 has had on our students and families and community is really widespread. And in relation to mental health, families are stressed and it puts an extra anxiety on students. And whenever a family is stressed, we know that anxiety carries over to our students. And so throughout this quarantine, I've talked to many students and they're dealing with different stressors, whether it's their parents maybe losing out on some job opportunities or income, or whether it's that they can't see their friends and they're stressed about that, or they're feeling sad. A lot of them are upset or anxious just about going out in public, just because they're so scared maybe from what they've heard or what they've read, and they don't know how to stay safe. Some are feeling lonely. And so we've seen a variety of reasons that students are dealing the way they're dealing with all of this stress from quarantining COVID-19. So through working with CGH Health Foundation and the partnerships that we already have with Sinnissippi, I thought this is a great opportunity for a community to come together and have an open line available for our students and families if they need any support, whether it be just a little or maybe this turns into a lot of support. But in the summer months, our staff, who is a lot of times there to support our students, is on summer vacation, and our students look for that adult mentor to help them through or talk them through or be the grounding source and conversation in some of these scary times for them. So it's a very cool opportunity, and I'm excited that we were able to partnership with Sinnissippi on this, as you have great people and tools and resources there to help people in this time.
And that's great. And, as adults, we've lived a little bit more life than, say, our middle schoolers and our high schoolers, and we might have that perspective of, I look back kind of nostalgically at that time. However, I don't forget about being, in middle school and high school, and that can be a stressful time by itself. Yeah.
And kids count on routines, and when we break up those routines, it's difficult for them.
Yeah, and we certainly have broken up the routine this year, haven't we? So I think the stress level is up for everybody, and certainly for those students as well. And I think we can understand that and see that. Now, I want to ask you another question. Can you tell us a little bit about the PEDS mental health services program, which the CGH Health Foundation and has sponsored in the past 2 years with Sinnissippi, and how that was kind of a part of leading into this Be Calm line?
Yes, absolutely, Andy. I was a principal at an elementary building prior to moving to the high school. And at the elementary buildings, we're very fortunate to have a counselor available. And the increase of students' mental health needs and social emotional learning and, all of their soft skills to work on those has increased over time. And so our counselor was getting stretched very thin. And so we wanted to work on a partnership with someone who we knew could come in and partner with our families and make this a whole wraparound type of care for our students and the whole child taken into account. And Sinnissippi was there for us to partner with us and say, we can offer these services due to the fact that some of our families can't transport their kids out to the office. And so they come to the building, they do the services with the student there. It's a great opportunity for coordination between the school and what they're working on, because we can then make that follow through in class and with their teacher and all the trusted adults that work with that student, and just really have everything kind of everybody's on the same page. And so that partnership was started 2 years ago, and it has really taken off and flourished, and has been a huge benefit to so many of our students who need that extra support, extra time, one-on-one counseling, work with the parents, that whole family aspect that Sinnissippi provides. And they also provide the counseling in the summer, which many of our students that do get counseling at school lose out on that during the summer.
Well, that's just awesome, and we're glad this is a resource for students, but also for, as we're going to talk more a little bit here soon with Sarah Peltier of Sinnissippi Centers, it's for all ages. But from your perspective, again, for the students, anything else you'd like to say about the Be Calm line?
I just wouldn't hesitate to give it a call. I think there's great people at that number that can answer any of your questions, listen. I think a lot of times the things that students are dealing with, they need someone to listen to them. And these people are trained in this area and know how to help give them techniques on how to stay calm, or what to do to feel secure, or how to give themselves a routine in the summer when they're feeling like they don't have any purpose, or low self-esteem. A lot of these stem from the fact that they're actually anxious about COVID-19 and what's going to happen, and the unpredictability of what does their future look like. So I would say it's for anyone to call. And so do not hesitate to reach out. Better to talk to someone than to stay in your own concerns and saying, I need help, but I can't reach out. And this number is just a great way for our community to reach out for help.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today and for all of that great information.
Thank you, Andy, and good to see you.
You too. And with us now is Sarah Peltier, who is a school-based clinician with Sinnissippi Centers. Welcome, Sarah.
Hello.
So we just talked with Amy Downs, as you know, from Sterling High School, about her perspective on the Be Calm line and what led to it. And I kind of wanted to ask you as well, give us some idea, if you can, of what somebody can expect when they call the Be Calm line, why they should call, what happens, who they talk to, those kinds of things. Just sort of a general overview, if you would, for us.
When someone calls the Be Calm line, they can expect to talk to someone who will simply listen with no strings attached. A person might call the Be Calm line when they're feeling stressed out, overwhelmed, anxious, depressed, or just need a listening ear. They will talk to trained professionals who are trained in self-care and specialize in mental health.
All right, so that sounds great. And this is something that, although Sinnissippi Centers is there for folks that have a chronic mental illness, substance use disorder, those kinds of things, this is just that really short-term, one phone call, although they could call back after, I imagine somebody could call back, a couple of times if they really needed to over a period of time. So kind of give us an idea of that. Is that about a correct assessment?
Sure. So again, there's no strings attached to this line. They can call as much or as little as they want. They can proceed with as much or little treatment as they want. They don't have to proceed with any treatment. It could be a one-time thing.
Okay, great. And of course it's free and it's confidential and all of those kinds of things.
Absolutely, yep.
Let's put the line up again for folks. We had it up a little bit earlier, but let's go ahead and put that up there, the number that they can call as we're talking about it. And again, I think you covered it quite well, but let's really make sure people know Be Calm isn't just for students, as we began the conversation quite a bit with Amy, but it's for anyone, any age, anyone having some difficulties that they need to talk to, right?
Correct. It was initially designed for youth and their families to call. However, we have opened it up to anyone who would like to call and utilize it in the community.
Okay. And when can they call? Because it's not 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, is it?
No. So the Be Calm line is active 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. If you call between those hours, we will return your call within 2 hours. If you call after hours or on the weekend, we will return your phone call the next business day.
Okay.
If you're calling and it is a crisis,
right.
You can always access our crisis line at 1-800-242-7642.
All right, and we can put that up at the end of the video too. I did not have that as a graphic for this, but we'll put that up, and where to get that. And you can go to Sinnissippi.org to access all of our information and to also find that phone number if you like. Anything else that you'd like to add briefly to the discussion about the Be Calm line?
Nope, I just want to reiterate that there are no strings attached. Everyone is welcome to call. It is totally confidential, and we are here and happy to help.
All right, well, thank you so much. We really enjoyed talking with Amy, and we enjoyed talking with you today about the Be Calm line, and we hope, we know it's already been a good resource for folks, and they've used it, and we hope that continues and that people will utilize it as the resource that it is. It's a very valuable resource.
Thanks, Andy.
Thank you.